A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And we're underway in Atlanta. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Miller. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Man in motion here. Here he is on 3rd and long. That's brought in by Miller. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the 37. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Handoff here for Miller. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 17. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
6-18.
From the shotgun, Carr. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson has it. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that third down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic, not just knock that ball away.
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Carr trying again after the pick. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 29. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage is waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
What now? What's up?
On the give, it's Miller. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go.
93. 93. Go Chiefs.
Again, it's Miller. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They're a rookie out of Oklahoma there to make that play.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Carr to the air now. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They got this after forcing a punt at the end of one.
Go.
They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
19, Tiger, 19, let's go.
Staying with Robinson. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. That play wrapped up by DeMario Davis.
70 brings up second and 9. 65 cat, 18 right.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He's going deep this time. That's grabbed inside the 30. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons take a 13-0 lead. Coup on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Chooses to bring this one out. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Carr now on 1st and 10. He finds OBJ. And he'll get it up to the 27. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Carr with it on 1st. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. He's got it inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints start to fight back with their first points of this game. Chris Olave with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Rocco switch.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here. Penix now on 1st down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And the Falcons will have a 1st. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
60 by 6.
Penix on 1st down. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Alontae Taylor has it.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He'll throw it from his own end zone. Hits his running back. And he's up to the 7-yard line as he gets hauled down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Now Carr. He's on the move. He can run it. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
93.
Carr off the play fake. No one open, so he chucks this to another county. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Shaheed motioning right. Back to the air. Carr. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
Hey, 734. Down.
Carr setting to throw. Forced out to his right. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Falcons have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Catch made by Chuck. All the way, and that's an Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
What now?
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. On the move, headed right. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, here's Penix. Ooh, almost to throw the costume. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
On second down, Robinson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Throw caught at the 6. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you.
Touchdown, Atlanta! Coup on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Brings in the kick at the 9. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll have half the work done for them already. He's out of bounds right at the midfield stripe.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Throwing on first down, it's Carr. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Hey, Raider 2. Raider 1. What's up?
Throwing his car. He fires one deep down the middle. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Oh, boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he could not break beyond the line. So that's how our half's going to end. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Reed now to kick this one away. Here's Agnew on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Going right side, Robinson with it. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Penix working from the gun. He'll get this complete to Mooney. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Penix here from the gun. He beams one deep right side. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on 1st down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Come on, set! Trap 60! Set, go!
Third down, it's Penix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Drake London. And that brings up 4th and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Give on 2nd to Kamara. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
So now here's 3rd and 5. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Absolutely crushed his 1st punt, and here's another huge one. Collects this at the 32. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Nice moves on the return. He gets 17 out of it. And the Falcons will take over. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Running left is Robinson. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. From the shotgun, Penix. This finds Chark complete. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Track at 60.
Penix looking to pass. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Pistol snap to Carr. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 10, here's Carr. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Falcons are gonna have it! And he's gonna hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Working quickly here.
At the 45-yard line.
60 Mavericks, go!
2nd and 10 now. He throws a bullet to the center. He's got it inside the 10. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 19 tight.
To the air with Penix. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They kick the running back in motion. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Camaro with the 1st and still going. And he's finally brought down just a yard shy of midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Putting a receiver in motion. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go, set.
And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
They've got a man in motion. They'll run it here on third down. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I think even the defense would admit a little surprised to see him running on third and long. That's called pursuit. Rallying quick after that initial reaction and stuck him behind the line.
93. 93. 29. One. Later one.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints putting up points in a game decided. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer? Nobody.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Falcons cover up the kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Chark there to haul it in. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He's got it near the 8. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons put up even more points in a win. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Falcons continue piling onto this lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. This return starts at the 5. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Saints hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They go play action here. And it's going to be an incomplete pass. Rare chance for him to throw it, but things don't work out. It's 3rd down now.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Give him only 3, and that brings up 4th down and 8. Carr here from the gun. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Has it down close. And in the Atlanta touchdown. Coup on now for the extra point. Bringing pressure, and it's blocked.
You know, it really does, Kate. When you see that point blocked, it just deflates. You feel it. The whole sideline gets deflated. But I'll tell you what else it does. It puts a little seed of doubt and thought into your kicker and your special teams. And you hate that. You really do. You want those guys playing with as much confidence as your offense and defense is. So making sure you get your kicker right and that special teams unit right, that's going to be hugely important here down the road.
The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go, here we go.
Look at this, the wideout gets it to start this drive. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Saints making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
So the Saints offense staying on the fields. They're going for two. Frying Ford on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. That's going to cut two more off that lead.
Saints 22.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Falcons cover up the kick. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Buffalo 18. Set it. Ready.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Pitts brings it in. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. From the red zone now. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
And again, it's Penix. And oh, he got it! Interception! They're going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
Down. What? Express. Hey, 734. What's up?
One final shot here. And it's caught for the touchdown. No time left, so a positive note at the very end in this loss. The Saints parlay the interception into points. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but zero effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's scored or not, but Coach will always, always emphasize effort on the field. And reaching that end zone to end an already decided game, that is effort with a capital E.
The Saints will line up for the two-point conversion.
Keeping it on the ground. And he's not going to get in. Not that the two would have really made a difference. This one already decided. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say